Let me just check my email and see if there's been a, yeah, no. Still no response from Fox News PR to those basic questions about journalism, just basic news gathering. What do you think? Are there any answers? With me now is David Zerwick, media critic for the Baltimore Sun, and Jennifer Murcia. She teaches rhetoric at Texas A&M University. She's the author of Demagogue for President. And I know you both have a lot to say on this. I'm going to just keep checking my email to see if I can get answers to those questions. What was the vetting process? Why isn't the newsroom following up? Tucker Carlson's alleging one of the biggest stories in American history of the last 20 years. He's alleging a false flag attack by the feds. And obviously we know, David, why they don't reply. We know why Fox doesn't comment. Because Tucker's just his own guy. He does whatever he wants. So is there anyone in charge at Fox News, David?
Brian, I think it's worse than that. And we've had parts of this discussion on this show. I have said that Fox News is crooked and rotten from top to bottom. And sometimes people have pushed back and said, oh, no, Zerwick, it's opinion shows. What about Bret Baier? Blah, blah, blah. No, it is a propaganda operation. It is not a journalistic enterprise. As we both know well, Roger Ailes founded it as a political operation, not a journalistic enterprise, but he was clever and smart enough to brand it as if it was mainstream journalistic cable news channel, much like CNN, but maybe leaning a little right was the way they would. It's not leaning right. It's fallen over on its face into the right way. It's prostrate on its knees before Donald Trump. Fox is rotten from top to bottom. They will never investigate Tucker Carlson on this with their newsroom. And the fact that Bret Baier and everybody who claims to be a journalist over there doesn't is proof of what they are. It's a propaganda operation. Now, since Donald Trump and Lachlan running it now, Lachlan Murdoch, it's become much more of a propaganda operation. Roger Ailes almost stayed between the lines, except he didn't. But this is now, since Trump, an operation, and it's full-blown. Brian, you take it. You talk about this echo chamber. You have right-wing radio. You have Fox Nation, and each of those can go further to the right and a little crazier with conspiracies than Fox wants to go on the air. But Fox News is the linchpin. When you have an audience of 3 million like he does, once you say it on Fox News, it takes on a mainstream kind of status, at least for people on the right. And that's why it's so dangerous.
So let's go into the rhetoric of it and what Tucker's actually doing. Jennifer, you study this for a living. You teach your students about propaganda. So what is Tucker doing when he presents this conspiracy theory? Is he provoking a fight or flight response? And what does that mean?
Yeah, he is, absolutely. We've known, rhetoric scholars like me have known since Aristotle that emotions are very persuasive. If you can tap into people's emotions, then you can get them to do, what you want them to do. Media effects scholars talk about how fear appeals work through the television. And cognitive scientists have explained that it's actually your body's physiology. So your fight or flight response is when there's something dangerous that's in the area. Your body's physiology floods your brain with stress hormones, with adrenaline, with cortisol. And those take over the rational part of your brain, which hijacks your brain. They call it amygdala hijacking.
Wait, so hold on. Let me ask you a question, Jennifer. So are you saying that first he scares his viewers by referring to the Biden regime and claiming you might be next? So he scares them, and then he presents a conspiracy theory?
That's absolutely right. And so what he has is your attention, right? Because those hormones have made you attend to his message. They've also denied you of your ability to think critically. And so he has your attention, but you don't have your reason. And then he deploys conspiracy theory, and he's excellent at creating narratives that people will believe.
So a conspiracy theory is self-sealing. I saw you say that on Twitter yesterday. What does that mean? This theory about, 1/6 was an inside job is basically what he's saying? How is that a self-sealing conspiracy theory?
Yeah, so think of it like a tire that is designed so that if you run over a nail, instead of puncturing the tire and your tire goes flat, it seals itself up. Conspiracy theory works on that same logic. So if you say, the plot didn't happen, they say, you are denying the truth and you are against free speech, and why won't you even let us talk about this or investigate? If you deny the facts, then they say you're hiding the truth from us, right? And so the logic of conspiracy theory itself cannot be punctured, because the conspiracy theory will cover over, just like that nail, will cover over any objection that you make.
So how do we get out of this mess, Jennifer?
It's it's a big problem. Yeah, I mean, so what I teach my students is to pay attention to your own responses to the media that you consume.
Right.
Right? So if you feel like your adrenaline is coursing through your body, if you feel on edge, if you feel anxious when you're watching the news, then that news is designed to make you feel anxious. And that's a problem. And I think it's also important, when we talk to our friends and family members who do watch this kind of media, that we can be a little bit more empathetic with them and understand that it's not necessarily a rational response, that they might actually have something like PTSD, right, where their body is being set on high alert so often, that they're walking around constantly in this state of fight or flight.
Goodness gracious. By the way, I just checked my email again. No response from Fox News to those basic questions about the vetting of Carlson. David, real quick, I have 30 seconds. Did you notice some of these American TV hosts rooting for the Russian President, Vladimir Putin, during and after the summit this week? They were rooting for Putin. I
did on Fox. Not surprised. You know what? Let me correct that. I was actually surprised, even from Fox. I was surprised to see it, Brian. And I thought, well, they have to say, you know what, it was interesting because it was projection. They were angry that people said Trump was an embarrassment when he was next to Putin. So now they're going to say it was an embarrassment, but Biden's an embarrassment because he wasn't next to Putin.
Oh, my, it makes my head ache. Good thing I don't have much hair left. I'd be pulling it out. Jennifer, David, thank you. For more on